Hello guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing some Empire Total War. So it is indeed time for another Total War campaign. I don't do these quite so often as I do other games such as Paradox games, but still, when I started this channel, playing Total War games was definitely part of the plan, and even though it's probably not as popular as some of the other games I will post here, I thought it would be nice to start up a campaign here, you know, just for some variety, and just because I sort of feel like it, which is, you know, the primary reason that anything happens on this channel. I just sort of feel like it. So yeah, Empire Total War. So this is going to be quite different from my last Total War campaign, which was in Medieval 2 Total War. Because while Medieval 2 Total War is sort of, you know, one of the, or yeah, it's the last Total War game that was like super polished and nice in everything and stuff like that. And Empire Total War is basically the point at which the Creative Assembly, the guys who make these games, started going a bit downhill and things started to get weird, buggy, unpolished and sort of dumb. But oh well. This game will always have a special place in my heart though, because believe it or not, this was actually the first sort of strategy game involving nations and flags and armies and that kind of stuff that I ever played. I played this game, this was my first Total War game, and I played this game long before I started playing any Paradox Interactive games, so even if this game is quite unpolished and sort of crap in many ways, it still is quite a lot of fun, especially to me. I will also be editing these episodes, as I've been doing with the vast majority of my Let's Plays lately. Because I know this, a lot of stuff in this game can be a bit tedious, you know, the setups for the battles, the loading screens, the end turns, and a lot of the stuff you have to do. Chasing down units after battles, a lot of that stuff is not exactly very interesting to look at, so I'm going to be cutting that away as much as I can to try and make this a bit more watchable. So yeah, we're going to be playing as the nation of France. We're going to do a long campaign. Whether or not we'll actually, you know, finish the long campaign, we will have to see. It depends entirely on how popular this is, and let's face it, maybe even more about how long this game is able to hold my attention, basically. Because it's no secret that sometimes YouTubers like me just sort of lose interest in something and the Let's Play just fades into obscurity. But let's not talk about the harsh truths of YouTube Let's Playing. Let's instead get into the game here. Hopefully this... Yeah, we're gonna play a hard campaign. This game is definitely very difficult. I find it to be that way anyways. This game... the name Total War really applies for this game. Everyone is going to invade you immediately and stuff like that. So I feel like having hard will be more than difficult enough for me. Because it is also quite a while now since I've played this game, so it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out. But yeah, let's just get into the game and actually see how this works, and I can talk more about this game and actually start playing. See your gameplay options. Yeah, that looks good. Start the game.
Should be to bolster your
yeah, fuck off. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that because let's face it, the what is that called? Advisor? Yeah, the advisor is not very smart. It's like, you should do these things. It's like, yeah, no, that's not how this game works. You need to think a bit differently. At least that's my experience. So here we are as France. Oh, okay, good. She's not gonna talk. I guess I can try and disable that permanently. Do not know exactly how I do that, but I'm sure I can find that out. Right, so here we are. We start in the Kingdom of France, pre-revolutionary France, with the absolute monarch, Louis. I still have not learned Roman numerals. Oh well, this is the Sun King. I'm pretty confident that that's the case anyways. We have the Spanish as our allies. We are at war with the Barbary States and the pirates. The Barbary States being the... Northern African states over here, with the exception of Morocco, which gets to be their own thing for whatever reason. Also, yeah, we're an absolute monarchy, obviously, which gives us some... I get like I panic for like a second every time she pops up. I'm like, ah, no, please don't talk. All right. So now the question, of course, becomes how do we deal with this? Now, I'm not going to go too into depth trying to explain how this game works, because I assume that if you care to watch this, you most likely know a decent bit about how the game works. I mean, and if you have played any Total War games, it's not going to be too foreign. So the strategy that I've usually used when I play as France, well, when I've played as France previously, is that I have basically just taken all my armies, camped out in France, letting Alsace-Lorraine fall, and conquering the entire New World, and once that's done, I ship a bunch of troops over to Europe and then do whatever I need to do there. I'm going to try to play a bit differently this time around, because I know that's not a very elegant and nice strategy. So I'm actually going to try and achieve something in Europe, even if I am most likely going to fail. We'll have to see. I'm going to do my best to keep my alliance with the Spanish up and going, because that will be very nice to keep the amount of fronts I have to fight on to a minimum. Now, I'm going to see if I can get a trade agreement with the British. I'm going to sweeten the deal here a bit with some cash. Yes, okay, so that worked. An alliance is not going to happen, so there's not even a point to try, but I just want to wait as long as I can before I go to fight the British, which is inevitably going to happen. And then we're going to have to figure out someone else to do trade with. I say we do Prussia, might increase our relations with them a bit. I'm not going to ally them, because they're just going to drag me into a bunch of wars I can't be bothered with. So let us instead just do trade. Oh, they didn't feel like that. Okay, well, let's try again, and once more sweeten the deal. Gotta sweeten the deal, man. That's how this is done. Sure. If only for the relation boost, I will do that. So that is well and done. And now we need to prepare our armies, because what I assume is going to happen, basically what always happens, is that the Dutch or the Spanish, I don't know who starts these kinds of things, but someone is going to invade. Well, the Dutch and the Spanish will always fight each other immediately. So what I'm hoping is that the Dutch will conquer Flanders, so that I can take Flanders and get control over this area without actually having to fight the Dutch myself. That's the strategy I want to try this in this campaign anyways, because as I said before, I've usually just sort of huddled in the central region of Paris here, or central capital of the region of France, and I would like to try and establish some outer provinces, you know, particularly provinces on the Rhine River, where I can try and hold off the Prussians and the other German states when they start swooping down here to invade my lands. I would, of course, prefer to do the same thing with Savoy. I would actually prefer to... well, it might be very good to try and take this region. That would be a brilliant little place to block off enemy advances. And my god, do we have a good general here. Yep. This is the Empire Total War AI coming through here. Oh man, gotta love that Empire Total War AI. So they basically, I asked them for an alliance. They wanna give me Corsica, and in return, I am supposed to give them Newfoundland. Now, this doesn't actually sound like that bad of a deal to me, because this would give me a very nice province down there where I can recruit some units to potentially beat down Savoy. So this might be stupid as hell, but I'm actually gonna go for it. Alright, so now we diplomatically got control over Corsica. People are pretty happy about it. No resistance or anything. So now we're gonna take a look at this stupidity. Okay, so Newfoundland. Wow, okay, yeah, that's right. This is Newfoundland, not this. This is... yeah, well, this province is sort of dumb anyway, so that's not a big deal, I think. Nah, that's fine, actually. It's completely okay. Oh. Well, yeah, anyways, now that we're here, I guess we can take a look at the New World. So the New World is going to be a mess. Trying to establish trade from the New World to the Old World is of course going to be a thing we will want to work on, but whether or not it's going to be even doable to do that is it's difficult to say. I'm bit torn. My gut tells me that I should not actually be invading the Iroquois Confederacy, because it is inevitable that I will be fighting the British. So getting ready for that actually sounds much more useful to me. Alright, so I think my strategy is going to be to build up Quebec, just have a bunch of troops in Montreal and try and fend off any attacks from the Iroquois, and try and do my best to get an army built in Quebec, put it over in Fort Unpronounceable, and start moving my way down the 13 colonies when the war with the British break out. I'm going to try and postpone it as long as possible so that I can get some time to prepare. Alright, so now that we have this region down here, I definitely do think we're... What? Pikemen? Oh, well, I guess this needs to be upgraded. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're gonna go fight the Savoyards, Savoy people, dudes. Also, let's get that navy import so that the Barbary states can't wreck our stuff, because they are usually quite a fan of doing that. You will go do research, and we will start researching. That's a good question. What are we going to start researching? Once again, feel free to tell me in the comments whenever whenever I'm stupid, because I have a tendency to be kind of dumb sometimes. I mean, I guess it would make sense, wouldn't it, to research technology that would allow me to further build up my researching abilities. Although getting plugged by in it, I think we need that. Actually, the fact that I only have one research station, that's not an optimal situation. But I don't really think we have any places where we can build any other research facilities, because I don't want to build any more in the region of France, because we're going to get a lot of unrest by doing that, so I don't think that would be very clever. So yeah. Okay, so can we recruit units here? Yes. Okay, so what I'm thinking we're going to do here, actually, we're going to take this army, well, the units in the army anyways, I'm going to start marching them south to deal with Savoy. Then I'm going to start building up forces here in Paris. We have some income to deal with, so yeah. So whenever war breaks out between the Dutch and the Spanish, hopefully we'll have an army around to go take Brussels. I'm actually going to take a risk here. I'm going to see if I can sneak this navy around. Or actually, never mind. I would actually want a navy here so I can ship troops from... never mind. Bad plan. Yeah, but I think we have done enough for the first turn. So we're going to end the turn now, and I won't be showing this unless something interesting happens. Such as this. Well, that was not exactly... Yeah, so this is... They didn't invade the Spanish. They decided to invade the... fuck me, now we're going to fight the British like day one. Oh, Empire Total War, why art thou so dumb? I'm not going to call my allies because I'm afraid they're going to ditch me, so I'm actually going to not call them. Did the British... No, it looks like the British did not join. Very good. Oh yeah, we own French Guiana. Totally forgot about that. Probably going to... Yeah, we're going to have to see what we do about that. Now, I assume the Spanish will also declare war independently against the Dutch. We'll see, though. Well, here goes the Iroquois. Inevitable. Not gonna call my allies again. Once again, can't risk losing them. Allies in this game is not really about helping you in the wars. It's all about making them not declare war on you. That's the primary purpose that allies serve in this game. Oh, for fuck's sake. Huron Vandayoloblo? Yeah, so the Native Americans are not fan of the... They are not very... They don't like the French, is what I'm trying to say here. So we have a mission. Capture a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so we have a puppet, a colonial nation if you want, in Louisiana. And if we take a bunch of Native American clay, they will join us. I can't be bothered, honestly, because it is honestly not a priority. I don't want to... Like, the amount of resources we have to spend if we want to go on the offensive here in the in the to fight the Native Americans. Like we have to deal with all of these. What do you want to call these units that just automatically garrison cities? Can't remember. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain to fight them, so I don't want to. So there's a unit here. Did I recruit that? Who knows? Let's get some of those guys. Do want some melee infantry to help the beating up process of the Native Americans. Alright, take a look at Europe here. Also, tell me in the comments exactly how much you would like me to edit these things. I am willing to cut away much more than I'm cutting away right now. That would be fine. So you just tell me. Yeah. So the yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course they're at war. Yeah. So as I predicted, the Dutch have gone to war with the Spanish, even if I didn't call them in. So no point in risking that. Yeah. So they're gonna send this army to fight these guys. Most likely win. And so we need an army. Oh man, look at, oh holy ballsack, we can recruit a lot of units. I don't see much of a problem with that. Sure, we'll do that. Yeah, so we'll build up our army. Hopefully the Spanish and Dutch will beat each other up so that whenever I swoop in to have some fun, it will be quite simple. Alright. Let's get down here. And you two. And you two. Well, almost anyways. And yeah, we can still not recruit anything more than pike over there. This army might be enough to kill the Savoy people though. I'm not sure. Let's get ourselves just some pikes. I know pikes are shit. I see a lot of people just straight up disband them when they play this, so I guess I'm going a bit against the traditional way of playing. But I would much rather have them run off and get themselves killed in a glorious battle than just straight up disbanding them. It doesn't seem like a very clever way to use your units, that to me. Right, let's go up here, work on converting the Flanders region when it hopefully will come under our control. Right, so the Frenchies are happy enough, or the people I should say. I mean, they are French, but you know what I mean. Of course, I am not very... I do not really know, like, what do we want to upgrade if my primary priority is boosting the economic base that I have to go with here. I've already done the farms, but we need more tech before we can keep upgrading that. I know, yeah, there's a mine here, so I think we try and build that, because it is on this side of the river. So hopefully these guys won't be able to do anything about that one. They might though. The AI in this game loves just roaming about, causing problems and raiding your shit. Now, do I even want to bother? Can I see how much money I'm making from this? I'm barely making any money. It's like 100 and... well, I guess it's... yeah, well, that's like 500 monies spent. But when you think about how much money I would have to spend to keep this region under my control... yeah, look at that, 200 for just one silly little unit like that. So I feel like it's much more profitable to just let this region fall to the Dutch or whoever want to take it and focus my military strength elsewhere. So I think we've done once more what we can do for this turn, so let's send another one. See who decides to invade us now. Oh, there goes the... there goes Flanders. So shit, maybe I shouldn't have removed quite as many units as I did. We'll have to see here if my planning and decision making works out here. The Prussians are raiding. Are they at war with me, is what I was wondering there. Right, so Quebec is getting built up. Very nice. Path blocked. Yeah. Yeah, you get these pop-ups like that. That happens from time to time. Minus 5 to chance, okay. Yeah, it's... you can look you can spend a lot of time looking at that stuff, trying to figure out exactly what they are trying to tell you, but... yeah, so now the question is, do we go in for the attack here? Do we just fucking invade? That's a Dutch idiot, so... I cannot see... well, what if I plug my dude inside the city? Does that tell me... no, that does not tell me. I have to actually infiltrate the place with some other units to make that happen. Also, I have not done any diplomacy with the German minor states yet, so... see if we can buddy up with them a bit. Yeah, that's worth it. Gotta do our utmost here to befriend them, so that they do not invade me. Once again, I very much view that as a worthwhile investment. So now we have a... well, I don't view these things as alliances. I view them much more as, you know, non-aggression pacts. Well, theoretical non-aggression pacts, or I don't know what you want to call it. Anyways, so this army is now getting ready. The Savoy people haven't really done much to recruit any idiots. So we cannot actually move into the territory. Although I don't think there's any penalties to ask for military access and then just straight up invade them. Do not know. But I'm not going to take any risks. So those Barbary fleets have run away, so let's get this guy over here. Get our pikeman right there. And we are. So this army will hopefully do the trick and take over Savoy. We will do the actual attack the next turn. Let's see. Yeah, let's give assassinating this guy a shot. So yeah, we want to kill the general. Didn't work. I don't know where the optimal place to stand would be. I do think we can attack them in one turn though, so I see no reason to declare war on them right now. Right then, now we'll see whether or not we can go fight the Dutch with this little army. Definitely not a big army. Let's get in here. No, actually, yeah, no, they have taken sizable losses here. So the game actually tells us we are quite even. Now there is no fortification here, so I am very tempted to go for a straight up assault. Before the Dutch can, you know, get any reinforcements going. It's honestly probably not that dumb. Let's go fight this one. The assault on Flanders, the first French invasion. Oh yeah, guess I should mention, a huge Iroquois stack just swept over to our clay in the Americas, so that's a thing. So the battle has begun, and here we can see the expertly deployed Dutch artillery facing straight in front, or sitting right in front of a building, making it completely useless. The Dutch are indeed an intelligent people. No jokes though, they really are intelligent, it's just that the AI in this game is sort of questionable. Also, I've put the game on not the max graphical settings, but close to it, so might change it if the frames become kind of bad. My PC is getting quite old, so we'll see. But, you know, my PC is newer than this game is, so we'll see. I'm essentially using the buildings here for cover, because the Dutch do have an artillery advantage here. Right, gonna be trying to knock out as many of these artillery units we can get here, because I fear that I want to like take this house maybe, but I fear that if I do that while there's a bunch of cannons pointed at it, I will be shot to pieces. So hopefully this will deal with that problem. It takes a surprising amount of time in this game to beat down the artillery crews, but it looks like no, they're running away now. Let's get back into cover. The AI is trying something similar here. I don't know if they're going for my... oh no, they're going for my general, okay. It seems like we're going to be able to chase them off though. This is also actually the first time I'm playing on ultra unit sizes. Of course this is nothing compared to a lot of... to what a lot of mods make the unit sizes in this game be, but still, it's new to me. One of the first major infantry shootouts here. Of course, this is not a very good formation because we haven't unlocked fire by rank yet, so only the first people here can actually shoot, but it's a narrow street, what are you gonna do? Oh, and then they run. Yeah, I was reading up for some sort of epic surround move, but it looks like they just they decided, you know what, fuck this. For our commander is gonna be so dumb to just place us here, far away from our own units, then we can't be bothered to fight. So here we have a bit of a shootout with some firelock armed citizenry. These are just random conscripted derps from Flanders. Oh, yep, there's the enemy artillery. And wow, we've actually taken sizable losses here, so maybe just sort of standing right there is not so smart. Probably not. Right, so this cavalry charge should just make these guys rout. It'd surprise me if they keep this going for too long. Also, I'm not gonna like cut as much as I'm doing right now, because I know it's interrupting the battle quite a bit. But I just sort of feel like the battle hasn't really started yet. It's not until we start fighting these guys that I feel like it's really going to get going. And of course, I forgot they have pikemen. This is not good. No, that's not good at all. Because I do believe pikemen are better in melee than your regular infantry units. Don't quote me on that though. Let's see if we can use our cavalry actually to beat these guys down a bit. Yeah, it seems like the battle is really getting going now, so let's stop just randomly cutting. Actually see the death of my infantry over here. Okay, are these pikemen? Yes, they are indeed. Okay, well, this is gonna get interesting then. So this is why you don't want to just immediately disband your own pikemen. So run, don't just stand there. I gave you an order. So these guys might die a bit, but that's fine. I'm gonna try and get them into cover there. Right. Yeah, this is not going well. The fact that they had such losses, that definitely did help. Yeah. Hammer and anvil charge here is gonna kill those guys. The enemy militia has decided to just charge in. That might not be too dumb though, to be completely honest. Because firing at people who are hiding behind a fence is maybe not too smart. Oh, and these pikemen have decided to run off. Yeah, that was not so clever of them. Let's get over here, see if we can hide ourselves behind some fences and shit. It's the new cool thing. Okay, so those pikemen are gonna try and fight these guys. Yeah, I don't really want that, to be honest. I'm actually gonna run away. And we are, yeah, my own artillery is just trying its best. Okay, what the hell was that? Alright, so that's always fun. When some random sound just pops up in your own apartment and you have honestly no idea what caused it. Yep, definitely nice. Alright, yeah, so now we're gonna get some nice flanking shots here. Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't repeat itself, it should be no problem. Well, I say that. Well, I hope that. Hey, those cannons I killed early on are returning, it seems. And the enemy general wants to get himself killed. Let's see if we can avoid that. Well, I mean, maybe he will get killed, or maybe I will get killed. Let's not take any risks. Right, please run away. Come on now. Really want this unit to start firing in the back of this guy. Right, so we had a nice little Lancer charge here into some of these firelock armed citizenry. That didn't go that well. Let's pull out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it at this point. We definitely have won this. Gotta love those, the last charge of the artillery crew. Running to reclaim their cannons. And just going to jump over here and get killed instead. Oh. Empire Total War can really be kind of funny sometimes. This guy's like, yeah, I just killed that guy. Now I'm just gonna sit here and pose. Oh yeah. Empire Total War, bitches. Alright, those guys didn't run away. Always good fun. But seriously though, I do actually like this game. Believe it or not, I actually do enjoy this. Even if there is a lot of skill in it. Like I've heard a lot of people ask about like an Empire Total War 2, but honestly, with the recent additions to the Total War series that CEA has been producing, do you really trust them to make another one of these games? Because I sure doubt that something awesome is going to happen. Who knows though? I mean, what are they making now? Total War Warhammer? Like, the fuck's that supposed to be? I mean, it might be the best Total War game ever. What am I saying? I haven't really paid attention just because I can't be bothered to play Total War games that are not like history related. I mean, Warhammer is... I bet... I mean, that might be super good fun, but it's just not my thing. And the last Total War game, Attila, was so meh that I, in general, do not have that high hopes. Rome 2 was quite fun, though. But it had some flaws, but of course, all of these games have. Well, I mean, if you look away from the initial bugginess of it all, that was kind of terrible. And unacceptable, but oh well. Okay, let's see if we can just charge in here and just finish them off. Something tells me I can't, but we're gonna try. Oh, here comes the... Oh, we're gonna see some general action here. I would kind of prefer not to, so let's chase after them with some infantry. But yeah, once again, make sure to tell me in the comments whether or not you want me to... Like, how much do you want me to edit these battles? More like the way I did in the beginning of this battle, or more like I did in the... well, I'm doing now, where I'm just sort of showing everything. Because I definitely want to edit these things a bit more than I did in... oh, there it is. I want to edit these things a bit more than I did in my Medieval 2 Let's Play. Just to shorten down the episodes, try and make it a bit more... something good, I guess. Yes, that was a good battle. Flanders is our clay now.
City without risking a pitched battle. A patient general
I thought I told you to stop talking. I don't really mind the text, I just don't want you to talk. Also, I have completely forgotten about roads. Of course we need to build roads. That's important as fuck. Because that boosts your economy and shit. Definitely something you want. Anyways, though, I think this would be a good place to end the episode. So we had our first battle, had our first conquest. Heck, we can even keep these guys from even thinking about revolting. How brilliant. So now we have allies here and here that temporarily will hopefully have the Rhine River be sort of a border. Well, I mean, Cologne is right on the river. Well, in this game anyways. I don't know how it is in real life. Now, I would honestly mind just piecing out with the Dutch. I don't want war. But, yeah, they don't want to. They really don't. So we could maybe march on the Netherlands here. We'll see though. So maybe I want to demolish this place and make a what is it called? Like, does it have a special name, or is it just... No, it's just church school. Just because it's Catholic, it doesn't have a different name. Now I know. So yeah. Anyways, by the way, before we go, I'm going to show you the awkwardness that is this little situation. So yeah, I've got this. I guess I maybe overstated it when I called it a doom stack, but it's no joke. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. I think that as long as they don't bring too many other units to the party, we should be able to win that, but we'll definitely have to keep an eye out and see. Things are going to get better though once we get this barrack up and going, so that we can get some proper line infantry. Overall, pretty good start. Yeah, in between episodes I'm going to try and see if there's anything I can do with my cabinet. So that's going to happen, but other than that, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.